Good morning everyone, and welcome to Sunday's video. I thought I would sit down and just share with you a little bit my heart this morning, and I hope that you are finding this video very inspiring, and I hope that you can gather some sort of reflection of your own life through my videos. I was working on today's video and I thought, really, what do I want to share? What do I want? What is on my heart today? And I want to share with you letting go, and how I made the big choice of letting go of a lot of things in my life, and how it has affected me and how it has changed me. I'm not going to lie to you, in the last 2 months I have changed a lot inside, and through the year actually it's been a progression of a lot of change. But in the last 2 months there has been a really awakening inside me. Some of that could be due to my age, and maybe because I'm soon going to be turning towards the mid-50s, I'm starting to really find my inner core and myself. But maybe it's more than that. And I think that when I set myself on a path over a year ago to just really focus on my life and focus on my hurts and all of the things in my life, I think that had a chain reaction. I was able for the first time to actually face some of my things that I'm working on. No matter who we are, we all have things that we have to work on in our lives. There are things that we don't want to face. There are things that we want to just push under the rug and just forget about it. But they fester, and the longer that you push them under that rug and the more they fester, the more deeper those hurts will be. And so it is a challenge. It is something that is not easy to face your fears, face all your insecurities, face all of the troubles and the problems that you're going through, whatever your emotions are, whatever issues are in your life, to face them head on. It's not fun. It's very challenging. It's very scary, but it's very healing. And I am just so healed. When a person finds peace and comfort and joy in their life, that's not always a popular thing with people. And sometimes people that are miserable, they want to spend time with other people that are miserable. And when they see somebody that's on a path of healing and just a renewal of their life, sometimes they're not very popular, and not everybody wants to see that, and not everybody wants the healing and wants to face their fears. I understand that everyone in life has to face things different. Not everybody is capable mentally of facing their fears. But in my videos, I want to share with people what happens when you do. What happens when you face your fears and you conquer those fears and you find healing in your life. So those of you who are new to my channel, I guess you're wondering, well, why beat around the bush? Why don't you talk about your fears? I've done that for so many years. But the fear of mine was rejection. I had the fear of rejection. I feared that people would reject me, that wouldn't like me. I tried to put on as best as I possibly could for everyone to like me. And I realized through life, a lot of it was my upbringing, a lot of it was my childhood, a lot of it is my personality, which is an ultra-sensitive personality. That's how I've always been. I always will be that way, and a lot of you are that way who watch my videos, so you totally understand it. Through the years, I really just conquered a lot of that. And like I said, it was progression. It didn't happen overnight. While I do work on my insecurities, which I do have some, I am realizing that I can find healing, and I have. In my videos are a little bit different, and I know that content isn't for everyone. I know that a lot of reaction videos get a lot of reactions and get a lot of views and a lot of people. And I know peaceful living or this kind of living, it doesn't get the traction that some other types of videos would do. But I'm at a point in my life where I'm here to just show you a way of comfort and kindness, and I'm just it's just a total different, my way of thinking. I have found the secret to true happiness, And the Lord has done a lot of work in my life. And the secret to true happiness is just confronting all of those insecurities and asking the Lord to help me. I am a Christian, I will not deny that. And while most of my videos, it's all about pretty much generic, low-cost living, I want to make it clear that where my heart really is. And if it wasn't for God and the Lord, I would not be where I'm at today. And if it wasn't for all of you, those of you who are my core audience, who watch my videos, you are my true friends. And I thank you so much for the overwhelmingly positive response to the way my videos have been filmed and me showcasing my life in this way. In finding healing, there's a lot of things that you have to do. You have to take a conscious effort in your life. Remove all negativity from your life as much as you can. Remove all the negativity of the world. Remove all negativity of the drama of things that you watch on TV or on YouTube. I did that. I got used to watching a few drama things because at the time it would help me forget about my own issues. But seriously, you never forget. And until you face your own fears, until you face your own things, you will not find true peace. I have found true peace. And it is a peace that I can't hardly explain to all of you. But I had to do a lot of digging in my life to get to that. To admit when I'm wrong, to admit that I have insecurities, to admit that my low self-esteem affected me, a big part of my life. To admit that when people said something negative about me, I fed on that and I festered it for years. And I know that words can really hurt. And words can hurt deeper than physical pain because words can cause physical pain. But then I realized that you have to accept yourself for who you are. And not everybody is going to be pleased with you or love you or want to be your friend. No matter what you do in life, there are some people that are going to hate you for just being you and being happy. I find that more people are jealous over happy people than people who are rich or have lots of money. I often contemplated that and thought, how can that be? How can you have more hate when you're happy than if you were rich or had lots of money? And the answer is clear. Because people are jealous over people who have riches, but that is monetary, that is material. But if you can be happy when you don't have much, that takes inner strength, that takes contentment, and that takes high valued character. And people hate that. I think that the world that we live in, YouTube and just the internet world in general, people feel like they can do or say or do anything, and there's no consequences. While there is no consequences for doing or being mean or cruel to other people online, there is consequences in their own life. Years ago, I knew somebody who was extremely cruel and rude to someone that I loved. This person was rude and said horrible things. This person treated the person that I love terribly. And for years I wondered, how could somebody get away with that? You know, how could they get away with being that way? How can that happen? What I didn't realize is they didn't get away with it. Their emotional, physical, spiritual health all was damaged. And they sought forgiveness. And so I realized in life that I have to let go, and I have fully let go. Why am I sharing this with all of you? Because I want to share with you the journey that I'm on and help you to find your journey. My videos, I don't want to tell you what to do because it's my life. These are things that I have done. We all are different. We all learn different. We all have different emotions. But maybe there's something in my videos that can help you. And for that, I thank you. I get countless emails of people who said that they have been on their own journey in life and how seeing my journey and seeing all the things that I've gone through has helped them. And I always tell you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, that it's all worthwhile. It was all worthwhile to be able to sit here and share with you as a digital footprint of my life and what God has done in my life. I am the same Homestead Tessie, but the big part of my life is different. I am the same Homestead Tessie that loves fearlessly, who loves the little things in life, who wants to have a friend. But then I am the Homestead Tessie that is very different than what you would have seen me years ago. I'm the Homestead Tessie that doesn't feed on the drama. I'm a Homestead Tessie that doesn't feed on the negativity, who isn't always trying to take a stand for herself, who does reaction videos, who feels like there's a chip on her shoulder and she wants to tell the world that people are unfair. You know, we all have a different mentality scope, and so my mentality is that of much younger than my age. I will always be that way. I remember one time that somebody said something a little derogatory towards my father and said that he is so childish. And, you know, I thought about that through the years, and my daddy wasn't childish, he was childlike. There is a difference. And his childlikeness made him absolutely the most amazing father in the whole wide world. He was childlike, but he had that wonderment and he had that love for life. He had that zest for life and that comedy. He never let things get to him. He never let things bother him. He just brushed it off his shoulders and kept going on by. He was always a happy man until my mother was no longer living. And then the light in his life went out. And for 7 weeks, he lived without my mother. And each day, his light was diminishing just a little bit more. Until one day, the Lord took him home within 7 weeks of losing my mom. And you know what? I will always be childlike. There's nothing wrong in having the wonderment through the eyes of a child. And there's nothing wrong with all of that. But when you're childlike, sometimes those hurts from when you were a child want to fester inside you. And when you work through them, you will be amazed at what God can do. Yeah, you will be amazed what God can do. Because when the things come by your way that would have hurt you deeply before, don't really bother you so much anymore. Then you realize that true healing has come into your life. I think that through these last couple weeks, my eyes have been opened so much to the world around us. And there's more and more and more people that are walking around this world hurt with deep wounds that just fester. And the older they get, the wounds fester more and more. And until we find healing by facing our fears and acknowledging our fears, we won't find true healing. I hope you continue to follow me on my journey. Those of you who need to be here are here. And I thank you so much for that, because I got to see in tangible ways the people who really care, the people who enjoy my channel and enjoy spending time with me. I've seen that firsthand. I know who you are. And I just want to say thank you for making my life a living testimony of what God can do. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.